Well, we got some absolutely crazy news in World of Warcraft happening. You're gonna love this.
GDKP organizers in Classic Wrath can make more than 2,000 a day rating. This sounds like an advertisement you get on Facebook. Before you...
This does sound crazy, but you know what? I 100% without question believe it, considering there are people who social engineer RunEscape and can make 10k plus, 20k plus a month. So, in a bigger game like World of Warcraft, 100% believable. I ain't even gonna question this, honestly.
Read, I'd like to preface this by saying that I'm not accusing any of the mentioned raid leaders of RMT. I'm simply showing you how much somebody could theoretically make if you sold all of the gold that they make from organizing GDKP raids, okay? You're probably thinking, what the fuck? How is that even possible? I'll break down the math below. Let's take 95 this guy, Sisiban. He's a well-known streamer and GDKP organizer on Gehennis. I did some number crunching using old GDKP ledgers and payouts, and I found online and in his Discord, here are his stats below. Average runs per day, average pot size per run, average cut size, 20% cuts from all runs, average amount of raid lead spent on personal loot per day. That means he profits approximately 1.2 million gold per day after completing all of his runs.
And you're out there farming Primal Fire or something.
If you were to take this gold and sell it for minimum asking price on popular sites like G2G or El Dorado, he could sell that 1.2 million for approximately 2,000 USD. Even if you were able to assume 50% of that was lost to fees, that's still $1,000 per day he'd be making. Again, I am an
fees, taxes. By the way, these people do pay taxes for the gold, by the way. It is not illegal to do this in real life. It's illegal to do it in World of Warcraft, but that's a different story. And yes, these people do pay taxes. That is a 100% confirmed thing.
Avid enjoyer of CC Band's content and think he's an amazing streamer. I am in no way accusing him of RMT, but I'm sure some GKP organizers out there do RMT, and this is a good indicator if they are profiting from their runs.
Okay, let's be real here for a second, right? If you're making 1.2 million gold per day, there is literally nothing you can spend this gold on. So at some point, you need to find where to put the gold. Are you following me? Are you understanding what's being said here?
Like this is.
Globs, you want to rebid any items you've lost now that you've just made like nearly.
They're bidding it up
millions.
to 8 million.
I'm glad I was getting a tank.
No, it's not a joke.
What is
That's
this even?
part.
A ring.
We'll see on the cut later. I don't know how.
This is
3 million gold.
This cut, but we'll see.
Dude, I would RMT without any regrets, by the way. I'm just saying that that's way too much money to pass.
See, I guess.
Can't. Well, good. I mean, Glob's management cut is like.
Wait, is
oh
that?
Oh my god!
Is that 160 million, or is that still thousands? Still a lot.
Yeah.
Like this is.
Oh, it's millions now.
You've lost now that you've just made like nearly $1 million.
3 million ring.
Hey, smooth one. I'm glad I was getting a
Hey, you can bet this guy who offered 3 million has definitely made that money legit. You know, he farmed primal fires or whatever it's called for a long time to make this happen.
tank.
No, it's not a joke. That's the worst part.
What the fuck? That is insane. $13,000 USD. Approximately $13,000
Nice.
USD in WoW tokens.
Wait, what the hell is the
TOGC
quality?
ring sold for 3 million gold. Cold Staff is a confirmed mega rich person, IRL in Dubai. Oh my god, pay to win game.
Okay, Dubai, now that explains it. There was some kind of Dubai oil prince that spent... How much did he spend? 2 million, 3 million on the Dota 2 Battle Pass.
Confirmed. Oh, well, I mean, the thing is, every game is pay to win if you can avoid the rules. You just ignore the rules and it's like, oh, well, it's pay to win. That's okay. I'm just going to ignore that. Search YouTube of people making 1.2 million raw gold in retail. Well, that's not even that much money. He can just buy WoW tokens. Yeah, but he probably just. What do you think he made this money from WoW tokens? Come on, let's be.
You can buy WoW tokens. That's true, but you understand buying a WoW token takes time. But in a third-party site, it's literally just one click away. You understand the convenience factor has a huge play here, right?
Be realistic here. And yeah, minus 13k IRL isn't really winning. Bro, for some of these guys, like, they have so much money. Like, imagine if you make $8 million a year. Think about that. $8 million every single year. And it's probably only gonna go up. Because, like, a lot of these guys are younger guys. It's the Recful clip. Yep, exactly.
Here is $100,000, Conrad. That's what we can hope at best to make in a year. You know, doing really fucking well after taxes. That'd be crazy to make in a year, right? Now, we have someone named Amhai who is top Twitch donator of all.
Oh! I know this. I was here. I watched Rightful stream a lot. I really liked him. Also, I predicted what's gonna happen 2 years before because the signs were they were painfully in the face.
All time. He has like probably $1 billion, right? $1 billion, that's a big fucking number. We can see that there's a lot of zeros.
Watch
on
this.
top of the
This
100,000,
is so good.
We don't really feel it. You don't really feel it.
Oh, this is a
go
different.
like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 500,000. Copy paste that. That's $1 million. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 million. Let's copy paste that. That's 10 million. Okay. Let's copy paste the 10 million. That's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100 million. Okay. Let's copy paste the 100 million. Okay, that's 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, $1 billion, okay? And now I'm Amhai, and I'm going to donate Soda Pop in $100,000 like this.
Yep.
$13,000 to a guy that's...
That was a different clip. I thought it was a different clip. There's also one really good clip where it's like... you work all year to make something that Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos gets from 0.001% fluctuation in his stocks. He literally made $1 billion just by a small 1% increase on his stock. Oh, the world we live in.
Making $8 million a year. That's like nothing. It's just, okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's whatever. Oh, I got it. Yay. It's not a big deal. Cold Staff is a personal zoo with tigers. I bet he does. 13k for them is like $1 for me. Yeah, exactly. If I want a
it's
biscuit
even
for
less,
$1, I do
actually.
it instantly, no hesitation. Yeah. Where they're spending daddy's money. Well, either way, they have so much money that $13,000 is the equivalent of like most people spending $100. There's a limit on WoW tokens. I think there is too. Yeah. I know someone who spent 25k on World of Warships. Exactly. The same amount would cost around 6k through a gold. So, and that's even better point, right?
It's even cheaper.
6k is like half as much as 13. So of course you're gonna do
and
that.
way faster.
I'm in the wrong line of work. Holy fuck! As I said, guys, how to make money? Do something where people give you money. All thinking beyond that is an abstraction. Just figure out a way to get people to give you money, and then you do it. That's it. Yeah, stop thinking about it inside the lines that society creates for you. They'll just keep you inside the box forever. Banker logic? Hey, there's a reason why people think Goldman Sachs runs the world. Okay? Think about that.
Actually, it's BlackRock.
You're going to scam us without knowing.
But Goldman Sachs is good also.
I don't know yet. I probably should do that sometime soon, huh? People used to steal guild banks of platinum all day back in EverQuest and buy houses after selling it. Even I got accused. Sure. Already did, of course. Obviously, most of them, there's no reason to run a GDKP all day long if you're not selling the gold. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I admire their hustle. No. The thing is that I don't blame any of these guys because Blizzard could shut this down if they wanted to, right? They definitely could. But they don't.
Yeah.
So who gives a shit? Like, if
the funny part is the obvious solution that no one for some reason no one actually brings up is just usually, you know what happens when you buy gold? Like, let's say 1 billion gold from a third-party website. You know what? Blizzard knows that. Blizzard knows you bought that gold. They know what's going on. They 100% are aware what you just did. But guess what? The account that sold you the gold, that gets banned. Maybe. but the people buying gold never get banned.
Blizzard's okay with people spending $13,000 on an item. Okay. Sure. That's the game we play. I mean, again, like, I think that if this kind of stuff, like, I am not going to uphold myself to a level of integrity that is higher than the company that actually runs the game, okay? It's not going to happen. So I can see exactly why this is,
That's
this
pretty
is frustrating
illogical,
for
but
people,
okay.
But I don't see it going anywhere, and I don't see anything happening with it, right? Oh, it takes too much memory and WoW for them to track that info? Oh, they do track it. I know they do. Can't they?
That's
You just do
obvious.
Loot Council and do the bidding externally? You really think that you can't figure this shit out? Zeth, if Blizzard hired you, could you figure it out? Would you be able to figure it out if people were doing RMT or not? In a heartbeat.
Too
Yeah,
hard.
I could
Too
say the
hard.
same for your raids back in the day. I could say the same for your YOURE. Okay. That look at all the external bids. They look like external bids. So,
What do they mean external bids, by the way, even? I don't get it. External bids? What's happening?
So you wouldn't be able to distinguish, like, oh, there's this player that's like a popular streamer, and so you would be able to whitelist that person? Like, you wouldn't have made that decision if you worked at Blizzard? Yeah, just... So you wouldn't have been able, you wouldn't be able to
about
figure
that.
out.
Okay.
You just check how many tokens they bought, see if it adds up to 3 million, start there. I'm just curious.
That's not even needed because no one's wasting that much time buying tokens. Again, this is literally not a question of do you have the money at this point. This is a question of convenience. And the convenience is literally 100% always in the third-party website in this case.
Just know where you're coming from. Streamers are staints and don't RMT. It's less likely that a streamer would RMT.
That's a fallacy. It's
at
not
least
true,
RMT
by the way.
in that way. And also,
Still
you're
a
only talking about
fallacy.
the transaction inside of the GDKP. And what I'm talking about is transmitting it over to third-party websites. He left? Yeah, probably he did. Again, it's... I think this is just the truth, right? Is that, Blizzard just doesn't give a shit about these things. They don't care about it.
True.
And if they did care about it, they wouldn't have added the WoW token. Blizzard, like...
Wait, what?
Classic WoW, if you're buying gold in
Confused?
Classic WoW, you're in the GDKPs, you're selling the gold for real money. That's just the way the game is, guys. It's the same as, like, you don't go into Fate Grand Order or like one of these other fucking gacha games and think to yourself, oh, wow, this is so unfair that it's pay to win. I can't believe this. This is so outrageous. You don't go play Genshin Impact. I can't believe this. So you're telling me I can't earn the best items from skill alone? I have to spend money? This is outrageous. But that's the game that you're playing. That's what you got.
Wait, can you actually not earn the best stuff by just playing? I think he's misspeaking there. There's no way, right?
Got yourself into, and this is the exact same.
Huh.
This is the way that GDKPs are. And I think GDKPs are great. I am a GDKP enjoyer.
Same.
I don't think there's anything wrong with GDKP.
Yup. I will always find a way to outplay the GDKP and get my value out, okay? GDKP, if you do it right, is always beneficial to you. Even without, what do you want to do? Farm 10 hours or go just do one GDKP? It's your choice.
And I think that it is absolutely preposterous that people have the audacity to blame the players for Blizzard not upholding their own rules. It's, okay, let's handicap every player in the game and make it to where we can no longer do this in-game activity because you don't want to follow the rules that you said that you were going to uphold. Absolutely not. Yes. What about for those that buy gold? Isn't that a big contradiction to game integrity? It is. But it's not your game. It's their game. And they're going to ruin it as much as they want. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
That's the reason.
Right. It's
yeah,
fine.
you got to let them do it.
Yeah.
You tell me I'm a popular streamer, I can make money using my audience. Yeah, I've heard that before too. I'm being an asshole, but like, this is literally just the rich get richer. I mean, this guy, I mean, the odds are this guy's like, I've never even heard of this dude. What does he get? Like probably 50, 100 viewers? Who gives a shit? It's not like this dude's making a huge amount of money from streaming. He's mainly making it from GDKPs.
The reason, by the way, why these people stream in a lot of cases is not because they want to even be streamers. It's just so they have proof and stuff in case someone accuses them. Because, you know, obviously, if the accusation gets big and someone creates a good accusation against you that you stole money from them in some magical way, well, having your stuff being recorded is pretty handy in those situations. Because, by the way, you can bet that that some people try to target these people by accusing them that they're gonna ruin everything they have, blah blah blah, and no integrity runs and stuff like that. You can bet there are people who try to abuse that. So that's why they stream. They just want everything recorded, and that's a super easy way to do it.
And also there's probably people like him that don't stream. Couple hundred, yeah, there you go. It's just, yeah, it's not like he's doing... And again, like, that's not bad. I'm not trying to say it's bad. That's great. That's amazing. I'm just saying that it's not like this is some kind of, like, super rich streamer guy. That's all I'm saying. Let's see here. This goes tokens safe, legal way. This is just whatever. 9 GDKPs, 7 days a week. Where the fuck are all the other GDKP organizers? Well... I feel like a lot of people would do this. Like, they just do it like a job. And it's like, think about it like this. Would you...
Yeah. Have you not ever been in the GDKP Discord? Some GDKPs literally force you to go in the Discords. Like, I was in one for Classic. Dude, they post their runs constantly. They did... It wasn't even a big, by the way, thing. And they still did, I think, like 4 to 5 runs per day on different things in Classic. Good luck. I think the minimum was like 2 runs per day. And they weren't even the biggest. They were not even close to the biggest. They were just like some randos. They were literally some randos, and they still managed to pull off 2 to 4 GDKPs per day.
Rather run a GDKP from a guy that it's like he only does 1 a week? Or would you rather run a GDKP of a guy that does 7 a day? Because I guarantee you, the guy that does 7 a day,
better. It's
he's going to have
quality, it's
everything ready.
faster,
There's
yeah.
not going to be any problems. Everything's going to go exactly the same way. He's got a strategy for every fucking boss. There's not going to be any issues. He's going to have the gold in, trade it all out. No issues. No fucking stealing the guild bank or the fucking pot. There's going to be no drama. He's just going to get this done because he's got to do 6 more raids after this. He doesn't have time to scam you. He's too busy to scam you. He's got to go do another raid. So yes, everybody's going to want to join the raid. So it's a matter of you know, people that just want to join a raid that is, this is the worst thing to be done.
By the way, you know what's the funniest part? And I can say this freely because no one's going to do it. Because the reality is, you can legitimately give like a 3-step advice for a person to become a millionaire, and it's gonna work 100% of the time. The moment people see work, they're not gonna do it. They're just gonna say, "Oh, I want to be a millionaire," but they're never gonna put in the work. The reality of these GDKP runs is, you don't need any fame, you don't need any notoriety, you don't need anything. You just need to be capable to make a group, and congratulations, you can make a GDKP run and a guild or whatever right there on the spot, okay? As long as as long as creating the group doesn't take like more than I don't know, like 30 minutes or something like that, you can do it in trade chat. That's the reality. Everyone can do this. It's ridiculous, in fact, how easy it is.
To happen in WoW and raiding is to be stuck in purgatory. And you know what purgatory is. Purgatory is clearing the trash with 25 people. Losing
wipe
one
on
player.
the trash.
And then you get 25 again. In the meantime, 2 people leave, so now you're back down to 23. You finally decide to attack the boss, fight him with 23 people, you wipe. Okay, now you're down to 19. Now you're down to 25 to 21 people, right? Okay, so finally you fill out the raid, but because you had to fill in more people, you had to lower the standards, so the people that joined aren't very good. You finally get to 25 again. You barely kill the first boss. Now you're saved to the raid. You attempt Lady Death Whisper, right? Let's say you're doing ICC, and people don't know how to kill the ads, or they're getting hit by the big ads, and you do 2 attempts, and then 7 people leave, and then the raid falls apart.
Dude, the NA experience is just literally wild. Bruh! Keep NA in NA. That's all I can say. The idea that something like this can happen in Europe is just not there. It doesn't even exist, okay? But the fact that stuff like this is like commonplace in NA, you're special, America. But keep that special to yourself, okay? You're beautiful the way you are, but you should kind of stay where you are, okay? Wink, wink.
That is the worst experience to have. That is the worst thing. That's the one thing. Oh, you do not want that. So guess what? People join GDKPs because everybody else is invested. Good players are there, and there's going to be no problems. That's it. I've been there, man. Never.
And hey, Americans, do not be mad at me. I have literally never been a group that vipes before level 60 in Classic in a dungeon. But as far as I'm concerned, that's a daily occurrence. You're rolling the dice every single time you enter a dungeon in the NA. I have never had a wipe in a dungeon on EU. But for America, this is like commonplace. I don't know how you find... I have no idea how you find Veiling Caverns complicated.
Never again. Never again. Isn't GDKP the reward system for Legion raids in Lost Ark? I will tell you again. I am a complete supporter of GDKPs.
Yes,
I did
guess
them myself. I got my heroic Bren Troll. I remember I minimum bid it for 5,000 gold in original Wrath of the Lich King. Nobody outbid me. I screenshotted the trade. The guy that traded me the axe was Reinhardt, the Death Knight from back in Wrath of the Lich King. We were on the same server. I joined his GDKPs. He had another friend who was also Russian, and they would argue with each other so loudly it would turn into Russian. They would start in English and just kind of, you know, escalate to Russian or German or something. And these guys were fucking amazing. I loved them. And I did GDKPs literally, what is this, like 15 years ago, like 14 years ago. It was crazy. And I was so happy to do them because I wouldn't have to farm anymore. I could just show up to this raid and I could make all my money. It was great.
True.
Yes, GDKPs are amazing.
Yes.
I am a complete supporter of them. It's a bit wrong to assume that you can sell that much gold every day. You need to know what goes out to the gold sellers too. Otherwise, gold loses value very quickly.
But you can. If Runescape, that has a 1% population way lower than World of Warcraft's, can literally have billions in literal demand in gold every single day in real life trading, then World of Warcraft can do the same.
That's probably true, but I think that there will probably be, you know, like times where the accounts, you know, you can offload a lot more, right? Whenever a patch comes out. So it's like comes in waves. Or did someone outbid a streamer? Bro, I wasn't even a YouTuber back then. Well, I was. That's actually not true. I was a YouTuber. So that's whenever I made my video of my room, like being really dirty, and it was on the front, it was the top post on the front page of Reddit in like 2011 or 2010. And like nobody else could even believe that I was real. They thought that it was all a joke. It's like, oh, there's no way that a person like this can exist. No.
Never
If
underestimate
only
America.
Yeah. If only they knew. How far back does Reddit go? 2008? 2000. I think after
Seriously?
Dig died, everybody moved over to Reddit. I think Reddit really picked up and like took off in like 2008, 2009, somewhere around there.
Oh,
Yeah.
no idea.
Can we see the desk tonight? I mean, my desk is pretty clean, I would say. Not really a whole lot to say.
Well, that's pretty much the video. The last 40 seconds, probably not important. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sid. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.